All right, people. So I want to talk a little bit about this whole Kathy Griffin story. And I'm probably going to touch a little bit on the Bill Maher thing too. Um, so yeah, I mean, Kathy Griffin comes out and holds up a bloody photo of a decapitated Donald Trump. A bloody head. I mean, and she claims she's trying to be funny. She's a comedian. I mean, how the fuck is that even funny? It's not funny to the. I mean. And I say she's an idiot, in my video title. I don't know, either put she's an idiot or a moron. Because, I mean, who the fuck would think that's funny? And holding up it I mean, she's acting like ISIS here. I mean, why would you act like ISIS? Holding up a decapitated head. I mean, it's very barbaric. It's very dumb of her to do that. And I don't usually single out single people on the left or the right and say, oh, look at that person, look how bad the left is. I'm not saying Kathy Griffin is a representation of your average liberal out there, but I just feel like talking about this since it's been such a big story. I mean, why the fuck would you do that? I mean, okay, so she did it, she apologized, it's still fucking just terrible. I don't know why the fuck she would do something like that. And then she comes out and she says she's a victim. Okay, you fucked up once. Now you're just fucking up again. She plays a victim card and says she's being bullied by the Trump family, when it was Barron the one who was freaking out about this because he saw. I mean, that would be pretty fucking scary to see your dad's severed head on the television screen. I mean, if you're 18 or 9, if you're an older child, I mean, you understand that it's not real. But I mean, if you're 10 or 11, I mean, that's that could be pretty scary. So then she comes out and she says, oh, I'm the victim. What do you mean you're the victim? What? I mean, what world of the make-believe are you living in, Kathy Griffin, that you are the victim? I mean, you're the dumb fuck who put out this this disgusting picture of Donald Trump. I mean, just a disgusting picture. I mean, I don't know what kind of message she's trying to send there. I mean, just terrible. So yeah, it was disgusting. But what even surprised me just the same is to see her. She apologized. I'm like, all right, at least she apologized. I mean, it's still terrible. But then she comes out and right after she apologizes, she then claims she's the victim. I mean, which is the worst thing to do. If you're apologizing, you're admitting you did something fucked up or you did something wrong. And then if you come out, right after that and say, "Oh, but I was the victim." Well, what the fuck? So it really negates the whole apology. So, and then I see everybody up in arms about Bill Maher, who said the N-word. I hear black comedians say the N-word all the time, and he didn't even say the ER. He just said the A. The one with the A at the end. I mean, really? That's offensive? I mean, it's I think it's just so ridiculous how only black people can say, this word. But Bill Maher says it in a joking fashion. Doesn't call anybody a name, and he gets. And I have way more empathy for Bill Maher, although I disagree with many of his politics. Him coming out and saying that in the heat of the moment. Kathy Griffin. You think about that it's not really a heat of a moment thing to post a fucking picture of yourself with a bloody Donald Trump head. I mean, you really know what you're posting. Sometimes you say shit in the heat of the moment, and that you regret. But this isn't even something that is a regrettable thing. I mean, he says the N-word. Oh my God, who the fuck cares? Obama said it. He said the ER on a podcast, I believe it was. So Obama could say it, but Bill Maher can't? Why? Just simply because he's white? I mean, get the fuck out of here. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's really just racist right there. I mean, they want equality between the blacks and whites, but that's off limits right there. Blacks can say a word that white people can't. It's just I don't understand it whatsoever, and I don't understand why it's such a big deal when black people can go around saying this word, but when a white person says it, it's just the end of the world, and it's front page news. And if you're a conservative attacking Bill Maher, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, seriously. There was really nothing wrong with that. It's a fucking joke, people. I mean, lighten up. It's comedy. It's supposed to be edgy. I mean, come on. Let's get real here for a second here. I just don't understand really, why it's such a big deal for a white person to say it, but when a black person says it's just totally okay. I mean, it's called freedom of speech, people. Learn about it. Gosh. So there you go. There you go, people. There's my thoughts on that. Big controversies in the news. One is justifiable, and Kathy Griffin. That's just terrible what Kathy Griffin did. However, what Bill Maher did, I really see no offense here. I see none whatsoever. I mean, Vince McMahon used remember when Vince McMahon used the word, at WrestleMania. I mean, it's been done before. I just don't understand why people are attacking him, and he was forced to apologize, which I don't think he should have done. I mean, it was supposed to be a joke. I mean, again, it's just a fucking word. It's a word. So, I hope people could, understand, what free speech is and what, it's just a joking thing. So, stop getting all worked up about it, people. So there you go. There's my thoughts on those two stories there.